Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
Bring out, yo.
You don't got the credentials.
Bring out, yo.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up?
What's up?
Yo, welcome to the Don't Pour My Milk podcast,
What's
baby.
good?
We here once again for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me introduce myself. They call me Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football. And we got to my side.
Yo, it's O.
You already know. I'm just gonna
I just wanted to see if you knew my line, D. What up?
You already know. All right, so we here again, back for another one. Listen, if you were listening to us,
Yes, Cat.
you had an awesome draft.
Some people have better drafts than others. You see me with the big cheese?
I see you with the big cheese.
Yeah, I only wear white when I'm feeling godly.
I'm just saying,
You know what I'm saying?
So we talked about a lot of players.
Yeah,
I want to know. Hopefully, you could drop some gems in the comments. We want to know, how did you feel about your draft?
How'd your draft go? Let's cut to the chase, Cat. How did your draft go? How'd you feel your draft went?
Personally,
Yes.
I'm a little salty.
You invite people to your house.
Wait. We had a guest recently.
Yes, we did. My in-law.
We had a guest.
Yeah.
Who watches the show quite frequently.
Yeah, he watches the show. He's a friend to the show. Watches
He
it.
sat right next to me, bro.
Right next to you, B.
All my gems, son. D, next time I see you, B. Next time I see you. All my gems.
But here's the thing, though, right?
He swiped them.
A couple of episodes ago, we were talking about what would your league like to do in terms of releasing the draft order early, right? And we did.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
Did you mock draft with him before or after you knew he was going to be picking right behind you in the draft?
I did my draft with him.
After? That's your fault, bro. That's your fault. I was like, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we did some mock draft before that, but it was after, bro.
So listen, I think
You're a trusting person, man.
D listened to the show so much, he took some of old swag.
Mm-hmm.
He called me. He said, "Hey, how's your day, Cat?" He talked to me. He said, "Hey, let's go. Hey, you want to do a mock draft?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "D, you a cool guy.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me just see where you're gonna get your players at."
That was a Trojan horse, B.
Peter, I don't think this is the right horse.
I am 100% positive this is the right horse.
I was a Trojan horse.
He dropped in, took my place. It's all love, bro. But you swept my players, I'm going to get you back. And you know how I'm going to get them back?
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Take my advice from before.
Every single player that you got, homie.
Are you going to cuff his cuffers?
I'm taking the cuff.
Cuff him.
I'm not wishing nothing on nobody, but I'm going to take that player. If you got one player that goes down, whoo,
Yo, Kat, you know what's
watch
so
him
funny?
on my bench.
Watching these episodes, right? And going back and talking to people. You know I'm a man of the people, right?
Yep.
So I always go back and talk to the fans and stuff. And I spoke to a lot of people, right?
Yep.
A lot of them in our league gave us some good feedback. And I feel like this was the first year that our league was fully prepared. There was no drop off from number 1 to 14.
You're absolutely right.
And a lot of people took our advice. So that's cute to let them, I feel like honored that they feel like we're experts.
It was great to see that they understood the mission. You know what I'm saying?
They understood the assignment.
Everybody understood. Some people like yourself. I'm gonna give him some props right now. We ain't gonna get too much into it, but O had a hell of a draft.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, man. I didn't want to be.
Oh, had a hell of a
but look,
job.
this is the thing. It's not like I'm not Ostradamus, right? It's not that I see into the future, but I told you a couple episodes I'm like par none in my drafting skills. I even showed you the draft A's that I got. Guess what? Guess what I got this year?
What you got?
I got an A.
What I get?
I don't know. You know how I know you're not at the top?
Oh man,
because I'm at the top.
Oh,
yeah. That's how I know. That's
killed me with that certified level boy.
Certified level boy. That's how you know you're not at the top. But yeah, you know I'm sitting number 1 in the league. I drop a good 200, a 200 burger.
It's all good. It's all good. One little caveat, one little note. I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
I scored one of the top league highest points, right?
Yeah.
Only about 2 people would have beat me.
Yeah.
And I played against that one person that could have beat me besides yourself. So just giving some advice. Hey, if you lost week 1, Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football lost. I had a hell of a week. I have a hell of a team. But I played against the one player besides in the league that would have beat me. Am I panicking? No, because I know my team could give the business. So if I know my team can get the business, I know everybody else gonna get the business.
So we're gonna cue the music for The Biggest Loser.
This is what The Biggest Loser is all about. It's about caring about these contestants, and I really, really care about these contestants. I really do.
This guy's doing an ad for The Biggest Loser.
I mean, I'm just saying, I am really the biggest loser right now.
He was the biggest among the losers.
I am.
All right.
But we're going to do something a little different. We're not going to do what we normally see, because what I always say, when they go left, where we go.
Right.
When they go down, where we go.
Up, I guess. Are we doing opposites? That's what we doing? Okay. I wasn't sure what we was doing. Okay.
I'm just saying, what we're going to do this episode, I told you the episode is called Watch Out Now. It's called Watch Out Now. What is it called? Oh, Watch Out. Watch out now. Watch out. We're going to go into a watch list, let you guys know who to be looking at. If you are in the deeper league, take the players. Right? If you have room on your bench, understand we're giving you some insight. We're letting you know these players can have a high return value for yourself. So you want to take a look at it. We want to talk about the first on the list. I'm going to get O's take. Let me know how he feels about it. So first on the watch list is my man, Tony Jones Jr. What you think about him, O?
Mr. Jones. Keeping up with the Jones. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? What he had? 11 rushes, 50 yards. Yeah, 1 target, 1 reception, 3 yards. He's something out there to watch out for.
Yeah.
How you feel about him, man?
I like him. I think you should hold him if you can until about week 5.
Okay.
You give the Saints a chance to progress with their offense. The greatest thing about this particular week was that they didn't have to go down the field. But I saw enough of him in preseason, and I also saw how Latavius Murray played last year in that particular offense, knowing that he can get some run and the kid has talent.
I'll give you one better. Preseason, right? He looked like Kamara.
He did.
I'm not just saying in appearance, in appearance too, but he's a nice balanced runner.
Yeah.
Got some speed, got a little bit of, alpha in him.
Yeah.
Right? The coach, Peyton, loves him. And you can tell that they wanted him to get that RB2 position. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So it was his job to lose, and he did good. He did really, really good in the preseason. This first game, I think they want to go back to that Mark Ingram Kamara dynamic. So now they got 2 Kamaras. Can you imagine what they'll do with 2 Kamaras? He's a mini Mara.
Yep. Okay.
A mini Mara. That's what we call him.
I'll give you that. I think that smart move for Payton. They didn't have to do long drives. Smart move for him is to keep both his running backs healthy, give them burn. They have a great thing that happened with Winston where he can do a lot of things Drew Brees could do, but he could do more and go over the top with his players. That's true. Right?
I call him mini Mara, right?
Yep.
So the good thing about him is that Kamara is not really utilized so heavily.
Yeah.
Like if you look at even though he can be a every down back and he's like an Eckler or whatever the case, even better, they don't really use him a lot. His utilization is not there.
Yeah.
So if they can go to an Ingram situation, this guy's could get some touches.
He's built like that. So listen, Tony Jones Jr., keep him on your watch list. If you have a deeper league, put him on your bench. Hold on to him. Watch that offense. New Orleans is looking like a squad after game 1.
Watch out.
All right, next on the docket, we got Cole Kmet, right? Cole Kmet, he's a guy that I like. I watched the game. I saw how he was using the offense. His percentage of snaps in the offense was at a great percentage for tight ends. The worst part is that he's splitting time. What do you think? I see you over there making some noise. But what's up? You don't?
I'm just shaking my head. I don't like him.
You don't like Kmet?
Cole Kmart? What he said? Mr. KY? Kaka. Listen, man. I call him Kaka because it felt like it was trying to start. Right? You know when you try to start your car?
Yeah.
And it was just not kicking. I don't like it, bro.
So remember, this is a watch list. We're not telling them to pick up.
I'm not pouring milk. I'm not pouring nobody's milk. All I'm saying is
keep your eye on them, though.
All right.
Because just like O was saying right now, once he has another big game, I think he's gonna give you like some looks. He's gonna make you turn your head a little twice. He's gonna make you go, you know.
I like the targets, and that's the reason why I agreed to put him on his watch list.
So tight ends are difficult to come by.
Yes.
Right? They're not that easy in the National Football League. So I saw his targets, and I think if he can add a couple of touchdowns to his resume, or a touchdown, not a game, because that's just like that. That's not reasonable. But just touchdown here and there, he'll be in that top 15 touchdown tight end area.
To be fair, I see what you're talking about. He got the targets. He has 7 targets, 5 receptions for about 42 yards. If he gets a touchdown, that's damn near a 20 burger.
It is,
and that's not bad for a tight end. That's actually pretty good.
I think so.
Only thing is that I was worried about. That's why he should be watched. Is because of the Jimmy Graham issue. Jimmy Graham is a meat catcher. No pun intended, but he's still a good athlete.
Give them meat. I'm a bad boy.
All right, just in case people don't know what we say by meat. Touchdowns means meat. That is the meat that we're talking about, guys, just so you know. But Jimmy Graham is an athlete still, and I did see him a lot in that offense. So watch Kmet, and let's see what happens. Let's go to the next guy. The next guy, it's a very interesting topic today. Yeah. Because we have a mutual.
Yep, we do.
Mr. AJ Green. Cue the Al Green music here.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do. Oh yeah, all right with me.
I watch AJ.
Yep, I think so as well.
Watch AJ.
Yep.
Now, full disclosure, guys.
Yep, go ahead. You can tell them.
Me and Kat were the first to do business, and just for people that are in the league, it wasn't nothing under the table that happened.
Ew, man. Man, if you don't get them big jungle rot alligator feet off mine, man.
Has nothing to do with this league. It's just that I saw something and I went for it. He said he saw some value in what I did. So talk a little bit more about it.
So I like AJ Green. Don't get me wrong, right? I just saw an opportunity as well to get someone that I like. And so AJ Green was saying, I'm not sure about your league. If people may have dropped him, if they dropped him, I would say pick him up and stash him. He didn't have a great game, but if you watch the game, he was targeted.
He's a buy low right now.
Yep.
He's a buy low.
He may be on a free agency wire though. He wasn't heavily drafted. If he was going in anybody's league, he was going towards the tail end of the round.
And if he's on somebody's team, he might be dropped this week.
Yeah. And nobody's looking at him if he is on waivers because he didn't have a big game. But if you watched the game, they wanted to get him involved.
Especially early. I have Kyler Murray.
Yep.
So I was watching to see the dynamic between him, D-Hop, AJ Green, and Kirk. And very early, I can see that they were trying to get AJ, like it's almost like they wanted to get his confidence up. And they did. They went to him in the end zone, though, a couple times.
And when you said that whole thing, I don't think people saw my face, but if you notice, he said, I got Kyler Murray. Do you remember who Kyler Murray means to me?
Guess what, guys? Hold on. He's my number one. Listen, I can say it now, right? He's my number one.
Sniped. When I tell you guys, I got swiped. They just, oh my gosh. Ooh, I love doing this podcast, but it was.
We might have to reminisce when you did that whole. He's my number one.
I was
taking my notes.
I was hurt. But he does have Kyler Murray. I think what we did when we did the business, when we traded, you got AJ Green, right? Mm-hmm. I got Manny Sanders, and also the value in holding on to AJ Green, making sure just giving it time for him and Kyler Murray's kind of like bond to come together.
But like the way we look at it, like they're both prospective number 2s on their team.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. Both high-powered offense. I think I saw a little bit more value because I wanted the short stack, and you saw some value in Sanders, right?
I did see value, but what do you said short stack? What do you mean?
Okay, so it's my terminology. There's a double stack and there's a short stack, right?
You always got these terms.
Right, so the double stack is Aaron Rodgers and Adams.
Okay.
That's a powerful quarterback, powerful receiver.
Okay, double stack.
You're talking about Allen and Diggs. You're talking about my number one, and Kyler Murray, and D-Hop. But then there are also guys, right, like a Lockett and Wilson. See, Lockett and Wilson will be my short stack, whereas Wilson and Metcalf will be a double stack.
You're talking about potency.
The potency, yeah.
Gotcha.
So the yards, the number one receiver gets the meat with the touchdowns and the yards in the double stack.
Give me the meat. So we won't spend too much more time on it, but just if you see AJ Green out there, I would say in deeper leagues, pick him up. Hold on to him. This is something that you hold on to and watch till about week 4, week 5. See how he's incorporated in the offense. Want to get to the next one though.
Yes, sir.
Next one on the docket. We're talking about Larry Rountree from the Los Angeles Chargers. Larry Rountree III. What do you think about him, O?
I like him. He has pro talent.
Okay.
A lot of pro talent. And that's what I always watch out for, these kind of backs, right? Okay. I look at to see what they did in college, right? Now, nobody's saying pick him up because he's going to usurp Eckler.
Yep.
Eckler's the guy, right? But there's a couple of things to look at, right?
Yep.
Last year with Jackson, Kelly, those guys got some opportunities.
They did.
Even though Eckler was there, right?
I agree.
I think this year, if you look at Rountree's history, he played against the SEC, right, last year. So he's more pro ready, right? Okay. He had 14 touchdowns last year. He falls forward. I think he's somebody that's going to get a lot of work, especially in them early downs.
That's my dude right there. That's why I said, watch out now. Watch out now.
Watch out.
Listen, he rushed for 8 attempts, did 27 yards, right? He looked good.
He looks good.
When running.
Yeah.
And my man Eckler, he's on Dwayne's team.
Come on now, let's go. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby.
Well, you got Rountree?
Oh, no, I don't have Rountree, but I'm getting him.
Okay.
I'm getting it because Eckler got that little hemi going on. Hemi.
All hammies matter. All hammies matter.
So, listen, if you have room, pick up Rountree. If you don't, keep an eye on him. Eckler, you're not knowing with hamstring injuries, they can last, they can linger, they can flare up. In the middle of the year, he may need a break. Rountree would be a perfect substitute. And if I were you, I'm headed his way. Yeah. All right. So listen, that's out of the watch list, right? I want to talk about some other stuff, right? We're going to talk about panic or not panic. Yo. Oh, you. Let me ask you a question real quick.
I don't panic, bro.
You still like Harris?
Nah, G.
Say that again. Let's say they gonna see it. I was like, you still like Harris?
Nah, G.
If y'all didn't get it, because I said it twice so y'all can get it.
Hold on, let's do one more. Yo, did Harris have more than 5 fantasy points last week?
Nah, G.
I got one more. Hold on. Yo. At one time I called you and I said, yo, Is Harris playing?
Najee.
So all you guys that have no idea what the joke is, we're talking about Najee Harris. Is it panic time for him week 1?
It's not panic time.
Okay.
I wouldn't panic on him yet.
He was drafted high.
He was drafted
early
high.
second rounders.
He was drafted high by most folks.
Yeah.
I think there are a number of folks that didn't do well week 1, and want to go through a list real quick to make sure you know, hey, these dudes, don't panic. It's the first week. You got a whole season ahead of you. Don't feel like you have to like make moves on them yet. They're high caliber players. I still believe Najee Harris can be a top 10 running back. Let him show you what he can do through like a good sample size before you say to yourself, oh, let me work on something to move him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's not a droppable player. It's not that dude, right? Other players that didn't do well. And, you know, sorry for these dudes, man. Like, you drafted Devontae Adams.
Some of these guys, a lot of these guys on this list is on your team, bro.
Devontae ain't on my team, but some of them are though. Some of them, you gotta.
All right,
stop pouring my milk,
right.
man. Stop pouring my milk. So
you can do better.
I'm not gonna try.
It's only
the fact
week 1,
that
bro.
I'm just saying. What's funny is that some of these guys are on my team, but I still have one of the highest point totals in our league,
which is true.
Which is crazy, right?
Which is true.
That I had these players on my team, but I still score high points. So just imagine, because I listened to myself when I broke some stuff down, and I got some key caliber players, right? So we're talking about the Devontae Adams. We're talking about the Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he ain't look too in sync. Don't panic. He's Aaron Rodgers.
He ain't look in sync.
Bye. What you want to do? So Saquon Barkley, you knew he was going to come on a little slower than everyone else. Don't panic. If you got him towards the late first round, early second round, depending. I saw him going early second round sometimes. You're fine with him. Just give him a few more weeks. Kind of like make sure you pick up Devontae Booker just in case anything happens.
Booker was getting busy though.
He was. He looked good.
Booker looks good.
He does. He looks good. So if you have him, I would just make sure you have, with Saquon especially.
You need to back up with Book.
I drafted Saquon in a couple of leagues because I was towards the tail end of like large leagues, 18-man leagues, 16-man leagues.
He fell, and I would have took him. I would have took him. What were you like in 14 or?
One league I was like 11. The other one I was like at 14 towards the back end, and I took Saquon in both. Right,
and he fell to you. That's why I was like.
So I took his high upside.
You had to take him at that point.
I did. Yeah. I couldn't pass up.
He had the best value, and he has the ability to still be a number 1 runner.
100%. Don't give a. Kyle Pitts was another one. He had a beautiful matchup.
He was projected to go in like the second and third round in some places, right? Mm-hmm. And you got him what round?
I got him in the 5th round.
So you better not panic because you got him
I'm not panicking.
on wholesale.
Yeah, I'm not panicking.
You got him for wholesale.
I'm going to watch him. If, he's new to the league, you saw what he can do.
Oh, that's a big boy, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
He looked like a wide receiver playing in a tight end role.
I thought it was Julio.
He could go to the wide receiver role. He looks like a tight, like it was crazy. He's going to be a matchup night. Once they figure it out, he's good.
I like Pitts, though. I like Pitts.
Like these stars, they're going to be there for you. But you know what I want to do right now?
You like Harris?
Najee.
I can help it. All right, that's enough.
Put that up there. I do. See, I caught that one. Usually I'm kind of slow to catch all this stuff. Yeah, I did. I did. But I do want to sound the alarm. It's week 1, and I want to sound an alarm.
Let me do a cat. Pew, 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 pew. That was good?
That was cool.
Okay.
That was cool.
All right, there you go.
For my Zeke Elliott managers, I watched this game.
Yeah.
I watched it more than once.
Yeah.
Just to see how he was playing. Hey, I don't think he's the man no more. Yo, listen, it's Dak's team. What you think? Let me hear your thoughts on it. What do you think about Zeke? Because I'm sounding an alarm on him. If I had him, I'm trying to work out a trade at his peak value because I feel he's going to be inconsistent throughout the year. But that's me. I pour people's milk because I'm a hater. I know it. Okay. But I'm sounding the alarm on Zeke, and I said it. He's not going to do what he did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, today's price, it's not yesterday's price.
I changed the league name to that, man. So here's the thing. You asked me what I felt about Zeke.
Yep.
I have no feelings towards Zeke. I feel like Zeke is not the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was eating so much with that big spoon that he was eating with, or what, or you know what I'm saying, he was doing too much Pilates to stay nice in the midsection for the little crop top. I don't know what it is about Zeke, man. He's not the guy.
He's not.
It's Dak's team.
Yep, it's Dak's team.
Dak looked like the guy.
Dak was looking,
and as a
great.
Giant fan, it really hurts me to say that, but Dak looked good.
Yeah, he did.
And it look. Tony Pollard came in the game.
And he looked like he had more burst.
Let's talk about it, because Zeke, I don't know, bro.
Yep. I think
Jerry Jones gonna start looking at that checkbook.
I think what happens sometimes, and I do this as well. I think everyone does this. It's the name, right? You got him in the first round. He was great first couple of years, first few years in the league.
Yeah.
Did rushing titles here and there.
He got paid.
You know, he's a star.
Yeah.
But then you have to be realistic and then see that he's not producing. He doesn't give you that oomph. He doesn't take you over that edge like he did in the past. Well, that's just how I feel.
Hold on, 11 rushes, 33 yards. This is simple maths. Let's do quick maths. That's 3 yards a carry, bro.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's not it. 2 receptions for 6 yards. So hold on. Let's do a quick maths again. 11 rushes for 33 yards.
Yep.
That's 3 yards per carry. 2 receptions for 6 yards. That's 3. The guy is averaging 3 yards per reception.
Nah,
That ain't it.
I think I'm sounding an alarm. You got him. Pay attention. If someone comes to you with a good enough offer because they think they can get something from you, I would definitely give it up.
So basically what we're saying is, after reading that, today's episode, like in Sesame Street, is sponsored by the letter 3.
The number of the day you're about to see. The number of the day is 3.
This guy. It's sponsored by the letter 3. Zeke, you're not the guy.
Watch out now. All right, guys, we do what we do like we doing it for TV, baby.
Yes, sir.
Listen, thank you so much for watching the full episode of Don't Pour My Milk. We do this for you. We do this for the crew. Come listening again. And we out of here today. We out of here, Bill.
Don't forget, like and subscribe.
That's right. Peace. Easy.